Hello, my name is Ruben, and welcome to the Random Rugby Podcast. So we actually recorded our first episode already, and also the name is the Just Random Rugby Podcast because we thought we were smart and there would be no other Random Rugby podcasts. Unfortunately, there's a guy on YouTube who hasn't posted in 3 years.
But yeah, he's Random Rugby got it before us. So yeah, unfortunately now we're just Random Rugby.
We are just the Just Random Rugby Podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm here with someone who I consider one of my best friends, and the guy with the best ball knowledge in the world, who whenever he gets a chance, tells someone that Tide Burn is the best forward in the world. So introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm just your average Tyke Burn fan. I think he's just that good. But yeah, my name is Anrich. And yeah, trying to study at University of Pretoria. Not really getting anything right, but yeah, we'll see.
You're making a real career out of your studies, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
You're like the Dion Fury of studying.
Yeah, I'm taking my time.
You're taking my time. So, the Springbok squad just got announced, so if you can, go on your phone over there.
And the squad playing against Wales.
The one against Wales just got announced, so Mr. Anrich there will just get us the squad quickly on his Instagram. But
it's just that easy.
Honestly, it's looking good. We haven't seen it. Obviously, we haven't read it out now. Be up, but up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's read the squad for you guys, so we can all hear what it is. So Stephen, we're starting at from 1 to 15. So it's Stephen Kitsoff, Malcolm Marx, Frans Malherbe, John Klein, R.G. Snyman, Sia Kolisi, Pieter Stef de Tooy, Jasper Wiese, Jaden Hendrikse, Mani Libbok, Cheslin Colby, Damien De Allende, Jesse Kriel, Kanan Moody, Willie Leroux, and then the replacements are Bongi Mbonambi, Oxen Che, Vincent Koch, Franco Mostert, Marco van Staren, Dwayne Vermeulen, Grant Williams, and Damian Willemse. So, give me your first thoughts on the team. What do you think?
I think it's great that Sia's back. I really like the fact that Sia's back, and also giving Jaden a chance with Mani. I don't know if they played too many tests with each other.
I don't think they've ever played.
Yeah, so I think it's now a good chance for them to actually make a combination now and try their best to actually do something, because we got some slight problems at 10, eh? So
unfortunately, the entire hopes and dreams of South Africa is resting on Mani Libbok. But I think it's a good team. I honestly didn't expect the wing combo. I thought he was going to play Mapimpi and Colby. But maybe he's trying to, because you remember I talked to you about the one small winger and the one big winger. Yeah. So I think next week it's going to be Kurtley Arendse and Makazole Mapimpi, because it's, again, the one smaller winger and the one bigger winger.
Yeah, so long as it's just someone with a scrum pad, we're fine. So
as long as there's one of the Blue Bulls guys.
Yeah.
Because we forgot to mention, we're incredibly passionate Springboks fans, and we're also extremely biased Bulls fans.
It's only factual.
We've told you now. Don't ever come at us ever again. I'm going to pin this video on the TikTok, and you're going to hear this, because we are biased Bulls and Springbok fans. We are not stupid. We know when a player is shit or not. We are just biased. Get it right. There's a difference.
And we're definitely going to meme around when we're going to talk about this for the second time now, because
we messed up the recording, unfortunately.
So we're definitely... Don't take this personal. If we really wanted to be smart, we would have probably said New Zealand or France or Ireland are going to win it. But maybe we don't.
Foreshadowing.
So yeah.
So I don't think there's a lot to talk about, honestly. This is pretty much first choice.
Yeah, basically. Except now with Etzebeth not in the team.
But I think we're resting him for New Zealand.
Yeah,
anyway.
definitely, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty first choice. It's a good team. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't think there's really that much to talk about, to be honest. Khaleesi back, also very good for the team.
Yeah. Morally, we just really need him now back. Like, I just think we get that boost when Khaleesi is playing, and I don't know why. We just play better with Khaleesi on the team. So
exactly, you can say what you want about Khaleesi, but he brings that
that moral boost.
I don't want to say the moral support because it sounds like he's a shit player then, but
yeah,
that's not what we mean. What I mean is he brings that he brings the morale from up for the whole team. He's a real inspirational leader. He usually does all the dirty work.
Yeah.
Which
he's got that
it then frees up his teammates to do other things. So he's a great player, and the Springbok coaching staff I think did the right thing putting Marco van Staden on the bench. Because if Khaleesi has a bad game, he's not getting up to speed, you can easily put Marco van Staden on, who has performed well in these past tests, which I think is better than starting Marco van Staden, putting Khaleesi on, and then he plays shit.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Khaleesi is just such an impact. You need him there from the start. But yeah, that's basically all that you need to talk about is Khaleesi and Jaden. Jaden also coming back now from injury for a long time now.
It's been like, I think just after Khaleesi got injured as well.
Yeah, but Jaden also maybe
it was like a Champions Cup game before Khaleesi did his knee in.
Yeah.
So it wasn't far out.
Yeah, it was very close together, but very good that Jaden is also getting a chance now. Really want to see how he does. Hopefully Jaden only plays like 40 minutes so that we can at least also see a bit of Grant. Because unfortunately Grant did not get a lot of game time now, and I'd really like to see a bit of Grant just so that they can actually commit to saying we took 4 scrummies and they were all so insane that we couldn't leave anybody at home. So
as someone who I must admit I wasn't the biggest fan of, you would know, I wasn't the biggest fan of Grant Williams in the URC, to be completely honest, because he had some games for the Sharks where he would do 4 things. It would be shit, and then he would make a line break from 70 meters and go score.
Yeah.
And as someone who likes a bit more of a consistent scrum half, I didn't dig that. But the time he's played at the box, I have been impressed. I must say I have eaten my words. I'm sorry to all the Sharks fans out there. He's a class player, and I would like to see him get more game time.
Yeah, the thing with me about Grant was I never thought he would, because he's a very nippy 9, I never thought that his snipes would work as well as they did on test level. So when he started sniping at the URC and stuff, I was just thinking, he's doing this against terrible defense. He'll never get to do that when he's playing for the box. And then he played for the box and he did it. So
Fair play to him.
Fair play to him. He freaking made us eat our words and
us both,
insane.
Actually.
Yeah. I also didn't like Grant that much. I'm a much bigger Jaden fan. I think Jaden is...
to be honest, he is the more solid of the two.
I still think Jaden is better. But Grant definitely made me see okay, damn, he's actually freaking insane.
I think out of all of the scrum halves, Grant Williams is the best guy to bring off the bench. Definitely. Yeah. You need that kind of impact. Him and Damian Willemse, I think with us having only one fly half, we can't even put a fly half on the bench because we only have one. So I think the combo of Grant Williams and Damian Willemse on the bench will be our best combo. I don't think we need anyone else on the bench. When you've got Grant Williams who can cover 9 and wing, and then you've got Damian Willemse who can cover the centres and also the back 3.
Yeah, and Colby can also play 9. Kwagga can go play wing if he really needs to. Kwagga can play wing.
So I think that's going to be our best combo.
For sure.
But moving on then.
I think Erge would be a good outside centre though, with those offloads of his. So if push comes to shove,
I mean he did play fly off.
In high school, yeah. I mean, like in primary school actually.
Yeah, primary school, yeah. But we can count on him. The Viking man will will deliver.
He'll do the bad shit stuff that we need.
So, onto the main topic of this podcast is the pool predictions, and then the playoff predictions for the World Cup. We already did this, but we had two problems. Number one, the audio was terrible.
And the mics were echoing, and it was just not nice.
And then number two, we got the thing wrong. So please excuse us. We are both very ADHD and stupid at times.
Maybe even a bit autistic.
Who would know? Who would know? It's entirely possible. So we are going to do this again. Starting with our Pool A prediction. We have New Zealand, France, Italy, Uruguay, and Namibia.
Okay, but before we go on, we are going to make two predictions now. Specifically at Pool B, we're going to make two predictions. And maybe a bit more at the rest of them, but definitely at Pool B, we're going to make maybe two predictions. We're going to have a biased one and a logical one. So you can decide which one is which, but...
I mean, we are telling you this.
Yeah, just...
So you don't flame us in the comments. We are telling you we are doing two predictions.
Yeah.
So don't come at us,
yeah.
Okay? Just don't. We're telling you right now that we are biased. We are going to make a biased prediction and a logical prediction. And one last thing before we go on. I'm right. You're wrong.
Yeah.
Shut up. So, let's start. I'm going to start with you. With Pool A. I think Pool A is the quickest one, to be honest.
Yeah. It's only, literally the only thing you can talk about is France or New Zealand, and with Ntamak getting injured now. Yeah, that's really bad.
That's a big loss, because I was joking in the previous podcast.
We'll put it on the clip. We'll put it on clips or whatever, so you don't have to actually listen to all the terrible audio.
So basically, it was just it was me saying, well,
either Ntamak or
Dupont will get injured.
We didn't expect it to happen this early,
but it happened.
But it did.
So, France are the F word bleeped out, destroyed. They're not gonna top Pool A.
Yeah, they're cooked.
They're done. So, there's no other prediction here. If you say anything else, get out.
Yeah, like I can understand if you still think France will beat New Zealand, whatever. You can think that. I just don't think you're right. But New Zealand top the pool, France second, Italy third, Uruguay fourth, Namibia last.
Sorry, and also Uruguay are the best team in the world.
Yeah, Uruguay are the best team in the world.
They are the best team in the world.
Because they beat Fiji in the previous World Cup, and who is gonna beat Fiji this year? No one. But
foreshadowing.
Yeah,
foreshadowing. Same with me. New Zealand are topping the pool. I don't see any other outcome with Ntamak injured.
I can still see Dupont doing some bad shit and then just carrying their lifeless corpse of France freaking to the goal line. Like Dupont will do that.
Dupont is the type of player who can
do
definitely
that. But I'm definitely gonna say New Zealand has the buffer on them now at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. I also think so. I think New Zealand are the better team.
Yeah.
Without Ntamak, I think New Zealand are definitely. Which just shows you how much France rely on their individual performances to take them, because I don't think they're a very tactical team. They honestly do rely on Dante, Dupont, Ntamak, Penaud, Jalibert, any one of their three fullbacks, Gregory Aldrit, Cameron Wokey. You know, all of these individual players. They
what a player Wokey is, though. Like, I think Wokey is what Maro Itoje thinks he plays like.
Yeah, I honestly do think Wokey is a better player than...
Wokey is probably, if it wasn't for Tyke Byrne, he would probably be the best forward in the world right now. Like, Wokey's just on another level for how young he is.
The two games he played in the France's B team, and then again in their first choice team against Scotland, and he was probably the best player on the field in that first game. He was great. So
Wokey's just that good, man.
I mean, he's a really good player. So we're done with Pool A. Now, the real fun part comes. I'm going to start with my biased prediction. So, Ireland, they have someone called Mr. Saggy Ball Sexton. Now, I think Mr. Saggy Ball Sexton won't be that great. He hasn't played a lot of rugby. He's 54 years old, and he
Only
has
54, damn.
and he's just come off a ban. I think he even played in the first Rugby World Cup.
Must be.
He came off a ban now. He hasn't had much game time. So that's just one small reason. Ireland are a better team than the Springboks, I think.
Definitely. Like,
even us biased Springbok fans, we have to admit, Ireland are a better team. But
we already told you,
this is a World Cup.
and we're biased.
What has Ireland done at World Cups? Tell them what Ireland has done at World Cups.
Get knocked out in the quarters.
Exactly. So, using that logic, we will top the pool. We will beat Ireland narrowly. We will also beat Scotland narrowly because Scotland are really dangerous. I think Finn Russell is honestly playing his best rugby of his career this year. I think that's no debate. Finn Russell, because earlier in his career, he still had that flair, that the chip kicks, the dummies, but he couldn't manage the game.
And now with Tui Pelotto and Hugh Jones also actually being legitimate centres for Scotland, they're just making his job so much easier. So
and I think he's also learned with experience how to manage a game as a fly-off. So I think he's playing his best rugby. I think he is, considering Ntamak is out, arguably the second best fly-off at this World Cup.
Who's first?
I'm a really big Beauden Barrett fan. To be honest, I think he's better than Mr.
Richie.
I think he's better than Richie Mo'unga. I've never thought Richie Mo'unga was a better fly-off.
It's going to be a topic for another day.
That's a topic for another day. But I think Beauden Barrett's just class. But anyway,
he's class. But
so I think we'll beat Scotland narrowly as well. Those games are not going to be walk-away games. Definitely not. Tonga as well. I mean, they have I keep forgetting his name. Israel Folau, aka Mr. Sparkles. That's what we're gonna call him because he doesn't like sparkly
happy people.
As we can, you can think for yourself what we mean about that if you know his history.
Yeah.
So I mean, with Mr. Sparkles, with a lot of big lads, they can do a lot. You can't write them off.
And Tonga has Faith Fafita, probably also another generational talent that we're not going to see very fast again. I mean, Fafita is just insane. So Tonga are going to be a real wild card in this pool. And what really scares me is I think SA, as a South African fan, we really like playing our B team these days. And
every second game it's the Springboks B team. It's the B team.
I really don't know if that B team is going to cope with Tonga. I think Tonga is going to play a fast style of rugby, which we also will play then with the B team.
Well, and we are only going to play a fast style of rugby this World Cup.
Hopefully.
Because Moni Lebok, let's be honest, he can't play the Brexit rugby. He can't play slow rugby.
Yeah.
He's at the Stormers. We all know the Stormers are the most offside team in the URC. They just run with the ball.
Offside, but never offside.
Never offside. But he only knows. Let's be honest, Moni Lebok, he only knows how to run the ball.
Yeah.
So we are gonna have to play a different type of rugby than 2019. And
if we don't do that, then we're just not gonna get it out of the pool.
We're gonna get grouped.
We're gonna get grouped if we don't do that.
But I still think Tonga won't. I think Tonga won't beat any of the top 3 teams in this group.
I think Tonga could.
They could, but they are not. That's what it's just my opinion. They could beat some, but could.
The thing is, everyone is gonna look down on them, and they're gonna play their B teams against them.
Which is true.
And when they do that, it's gonna open up a lot. Like
Mr. Sparkles will make some magical runs.
Someone is just gonna break through. Freaking Big Ben, he's gonna make a line break or something. Ben is that big Ben. I just know his name is Ben. That's all I know.
I don't know who he is.
But he's like a 150 kg.
Where does he play?
Prop. Probably in France. I can't remember.
Most of them are playing in France.
I think he was at the Chiefs for some time.
Okay.
But now I think he's in
So
France.
by that logic, he was almost at the All Blacks then, because the
Yeah,
Pacific Islands are
basically.
the All Blacks' best academy.
Yeah, and I think Lima Supuanga is also playing for Tonga now. I might be wrong. He might be at Samoa, but I think he's also now at Tonga.
So, we with my bias prediction, we are topping the pool. Ireland are second, Scotland are third, Tonga are fourth, Romania fifth. But okay, so both of our bias predictions are the same, right? No, your bias prediction is different. I want to.
My prediction is SA first, Scotland second, Tonga third, and Ireland fourth. I think.
No, you dirty dog.
I'm taking the piss here. I'm taking the piss.
Please.
Like, this is just a joke. It's not my logical one. My logical one is Ireland is first, and then SA second, Scotland third.
Same with me.
But I'm taking the piss with this one. If I really want to just joke about it, I'm gonna put Ireland on fourth.
So and also over here, when we get to the knockouts, we are gonna use our logical prediction.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're not gonna meme over here.
No. We are still gonna meme, but we're gonna use the logical prediction over there.
Okay.
So we're gonna it's gonna be half a meme.
Okay.
Then I think this is the most open pool of the World Cup. Pool C.
Pool C, yeah.
Definitely.
I said on the other day, I think that this match of this pool there's not gonna be a single team that goes undefeated. I can totally see Australia losing to Wales, and Wales losing to Australia, and Australia losing to Fiji, Fiji losing to Georgia, and Georgia losing to Portugal. I think
it can all happen.
I think
I watched Squidge's video on Portugal yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched the Portugal video.
I watched the Fiji video, I think, this morning.
Oh, I watched 3 last night because I was really bored. So I watched the Portugal one, the Georgia one. Is there a Georgia one? I don't think it's a Georgia one. The Portugal one, the Fiji one, and the Romania one. I watched those 3 videos.
Yeah.
So I mean, Portugal, you never know. Maybe Mr. Ronnie shows up at one of the games and then they just get a magical boost.
Who knows?
Anything can happen, honestly.
Man's just gonna fly in from Saudi just to come watch Portugal.
So, my prediction for this pool is honestly that Wales will top the pool. I think Wales are the most solid, is the most solid team in this pool. They have the best tactical system. They have the best coach. I think Warren Gatland's an excellent coach. He's taking them back to what they are good at, and that is Warren Ball.
Oh shit! I didn't have the mic here. Oh, oops.
So they're back playing Warren Ball again, and I just think they'll grind these games out. They might lose to Australia, but I still think they'll top the pool. To be honest, I think Wales will still top the pool. I think Australia is, first of all, in a massive injury crisis.
Yeah.
Massive.
How many props did they have injured now? Like 3 or 4?
Three or four. I think really 3 or 4 props. And also, one of the most important players in Ala Alatoa is also injured.
And Hooper and Quaid being dropped.
Which Eddie.
Yeah, man. That's
why.
That's
why
just not
Eddie,
cool, man.
Eddie, I don't know, man. I think you're getting Alzheimer's or something.
Something's going on, man. Something's out there.
So, for me, it's going to be Wales, Australia, Fiji, Georgia, and Portugal. But if I'm going to go with my my fanboy / bias prediction, I would really like Fiji to get to the knockouts of this World Cup.
I think that's the same with me, especially now after watching Squidge's video this morning. I just think I really don't want to say Australia second anymore, but it just feels like it's not right saying Australia second. But yeah, after seeing Squidge's video on Fiji, I really want to see Fiji go through. I think Fiji with Joshua Tuisova, Semi Radradra, I think they're just gonna
that one lad with the thick mustache who played inside centre and is now playing loose forward
and now playing flank. Yeah, from La Rochelle. What's his name?
La Rochelle. Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
The biggest big boy team in world rugby.
Yeah, but
when I was actually scared when I saw like La Rochelle had Dante, that guy we were just talking about.
Yeah, I think they have Woki as well.
Yeah, I think
Woki, Gregory Aldred.
Yeah, they have a
Raymond Rule, Dylan Blades.
They have a bunch of big lads playing there.
A few South Africans. Let's go. Raymond Rule, want to come smoke cigars on the podcast?
You can come. You can come.
We'd really appreciate that.
We just there's some.
Yeah, just maybe not in this room, but
we can arrange that. So that's the prediction for Pool C. Honestly, there's some foreshadowing in this pool because I saw on Twitter this morning that my voice that the last time Fiji went through to the knockouts was in 2007.
Yeah, and they
were 9th in the world rankings,
and Wales were 10th. Yeah,
so I mean this could backfire on us. To be completely honest, this could go very south. But like you said yesterday, if I had to put my own money on this, I would say Fiji.
Yeah.
If I had to put a house on this, I would say Wales.
Yeah.
Go through. So that's it for Pool C. I think what we can do is just take the marker and then just write next to the team first or second. So so that the viewers they can see what we are talking about. And then Wales first and Australia second. Okay, then
that's our that is our logical picks. Unfortunately
for the Springboks, I'm sorry. Then the worst pool of the World Cup by far, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We have England, Japan, Argentina, Samoa, and Chile. Now, this is also one of those pools where everyone is so shit, except Argentina. Because I really rate Argentina at the moment. I think everyone is so shit. This could come down to like points difference.
Yeah,
it could. It really could. England are absolutely terrible. They have no idea what they're doing. They're in the mud.
Yeah, they did beat Wales this weekend, but it was just.
I think it was more Wales throwing the game away in the last 10 minutes than anything else.
Yeah, I think after. I think it was Farrell's tackle. Wales just lost their minds.
And what you told me about Farrell, just before the podcast, I was livid.
Yeah, Farrell has been revoked of his red card. It's been put back to a yellow. I didn't see the tackle. I just came on to watch the game when I saw, oh shit, Wales are in front. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. So I didn't see the tackle. I came back when it got switched over to a red. But I don't know, from the video that I saw or the photo that I saw, I thought it was clear shoulder to like chin.
So I watched the tackle, and to me, it is red for me because there's I think the angle you saw was maybe
like from the back where I saw like Farrell.
Yeah, that angle doesn't work. When you see it from the front, it's clear.
Okay.
He hits him like in this upper neck. It was still dangerous to me. It's still head, still,
Yeah, if it hits neck or upwards, then it's red. But
he did.
Okay.
It didn't start here and then go up. It was straight.
Okay.
High.
Yeah. Then I just
but
can't see.
I don't think it's like a 4-week ban. I think it's more a 2-week ban. Red card. It's not.
Yeah, because he's already been to tackle school.
He's now going to tackle university.
Well, no, he isn't, but because he didn't get charged.
He isn't because he didn't get a red card now, apparently, because that's fucking World Rugby corruption for you. But let's get on with the pool. I'll start with you. What's your prediction for this pool?
I really hate Pool D. I really do hate it because I really want to say Chile needs to like do something, but I don't think they are going to do something. And Samoa, I also think can easily. I think Samoa beat Japan the other day. It was either Samoa or Fiji, but
some islander team.
Yeah, some of them beat Japan. So by all means, I do think Samoa can beat Japan, and I think they have Leiliafano now. Christian Leiliafano.
Yeah.
So he is playing amazing. I think he had also leukemia. Yeah, he had leukemia. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy that he's still playing top flight rugby with that. that he had that. So that's amazing. The other Alalatua brother, is it the older brother? I think it's the older brother.
It's the younger one.
It's the younger one. That
No,
plays
it's the
for
older one. It's the older
yeah.
one. They look exactly the same though.
Michael Alalatua.
They do look exactly the same though. I mean,
Yeah, you can see their brothers.
You would think it's twins, but they're like 2 years apart.
Yeah, but he's playing for Samoa, and I'm really liking him. I think he's now at Leinster. Yeah.
But he's like the Leinster B team.
Yeah.
It's like he plays like every time they send
every
South
time,
Africa.
every time they play in a semi, he plays. So
hey, that's shots fired, man.
yeah, shame Leinster.
So, I mean, who's topping the pool for you? I know what.
I think me and you have the same pick here. I'm gonna say Argentina are topping. And
definitely.
It's a shame that Japan is in such a bad place right now. Otherwise, I would have loved to put them above England, but
it really is.
Yeah,
it really is because Japan. I just think they hit that high in 2019 with the home World Cup, but it's just not looking good.
Yeah, it's looking very bad now at the moment.
I mean, Lapis Labascagli
almost as bad as the freaking rugby anime. All Out. Don't watch it. I thought I was gonna watch it and it would have been very cool. It was not. Don't watch it.
Well, what did they call the rugby ball? No, not Gilbert. What was it?
It's Gilberry.
Gilberry.
which is kind of like cute, if I want to say it like that. But yeah.
Oh my word, man.
They call a scrum off a half scrum, like in the first episode.
So they're like a junk Kiwi in a bar, basically. Yeah, like not a halfback. Yeah, mate, like a half scrum.
Yeah, you'd make an insane half scrum, like literally, it is like this. Hooker talks to like this very short guy, and he's like, "Huh, you're very short. You'd make a pretty good half scrum." And I'm just like, "There's no way they just called this blood a half scrum."
I don't think Japanese kids will want to play rugby.
And everyone, and I don't know why, but everyone wore scrum caps, like on every game, every practice game, everyone wore scrum caps.
Oh.
Now I don't know if it's like some Japanese thing, like where it is something like that, like if you're still in school level rugby, you just wear scrum caps or whatever. Maybe it is for protections or something, I don't really know, but everyone wears scrum caps. Madness.
So I think this one's pretty easy. So if you can take the marker there for us. Yeah. Argentina are topping this pool for me 100%. If they don't, I'm going to be very disappointed. And then England second. This order, except for Chile, this one can go either way.
Yeah.
I think Japan and Samoa can honestly go either way.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Samoa is on the level of Fiji and Tonga.
I think Samoa is still a bit higher than Tonga, though.
Do you think so?
I think they won the Pacific Nations Cup.
Did they?
Yeah, I think Samoa won.
Okay.
I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. We're gonna put something up here.
We're gonna put something here which will confirm
how stupid was I when I said this now?
So I think Fiji are obviously the best island team.
Yeah. Because they're 9th in the world now, so
which is low-key kind of impressive actually if you think about it. So we're done with the pools. I think if you go for the numbers game, if you play the numbers game, if you play it safe, this is what you're gonna get with the pools. Because even with our bias, we still put SA second, so we have ball knowledge.
Yeah, we are biased, but we're not going to be that biased. Like even when Ireland play SA, we're still going to say SA is going to win, but you can see we don't think they are. But yeah.
Okay, so if you can go on your phone over there and get the Telegraph rugby predictor, because we messed it up last time and we're not going to mess it up again. So we're going to use this little predictor here. So it goes from quarterfinal 1, right? So the first one is Wales and England. Then it's Ireland and France. Then it's Argentina and Australia on the other side. And then the big boy game, New Zealand versus South Africa. Okay, we got it. We actually got it right this time.
Who can
So
believe
we
this?
can
Not me.
leave this now because we actually got it right. So let's start with the Wales-England one, which is the butts of England versus the bums in England. This
Shots
is
fired.
this is going to be the most. I think this is the most boring semi-final.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Quarter-final.
This is gonna be like the game in 2019 when the Box played Wales. And basically a repeat of the second test. It's not gonna be like the first test where Wales in the second half just came out swinging. It's gonna be like the second test. It's gonna be absolute batshit to watch. I don't know how that game's gonna be.
Because what England is doing now, they're just not doing anything.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, England are not even doing anything. They're not getting ball to the back line at all. And we all know Wales is just going to kick, and kick some more, and then catch a ball and kick it again. So this is going to be, I think this is going to be a really boring game of rugby.
Which was what really was very funny for me is how they played Marcus Smith in the first game, and they really tried to attack England now, and they just didn't get anything done. And then now with Farrell, they at least like won the game. Even though Farrell was off for 10 minutes, but...
I honestly think that Marcus Smith tried. Because
yeah,
I watched that
he
game.
He did try.
I don't even think it was his fault. That
No, of course not. Wales was just on point and it was just straight up unlucky, a few things that the ball didn't bounce the right way. But it's like interesting to me like how Marcus Smith did try everything possible and he really gave it his all. But Farrell, who played not very well, still won the game. Like,
it's just, I don't know.
England
are
are
in the mud.
side.
England I think they're in the worst position they have been since 2015. If we're being completely honest.
You know, I don't think that they're that.
No.
bad
I'm not saying they're that
yet.
bad. I'm just saying.
Since 2015, yeah.
This is the worst position England have been in.
Yeah, for sure.
So my prediction for this game, and I think it stands with both of us, is that Wales will win.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I think Wales will grind out this game. I just think they will. I think Warren Gatland will do something. He will grind it out, and England will crumble. I don't see that England team as it stands now. That England team are doing it.
Yeah.
They're not getting grouped, but it's basically as good as grouped. I mean, I don't think they're going to perform in this quarterfinal, if I'm honest.
Yeah, there's quite possible a chance that they could, but I just think they're going to ask for too much like individual performances. Even now with Ben Young's playing, Jack Van Poortvliet is now injured.
He's injured. They got Alex Mitchell up, which, look, I'm not going to sit here and say I watch every single game of the Premiership. But the consensus from English fans is that they rate him very highly.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, he's basically the form scrum half of the Premiership.
Okay.
He was the best scrum half in the Premiership last season.
Okay.
So I think it's a good thing he's called up. I think they're still going to start Ben Young.
It sounds like he deserves it. So
yeah, good for him then. We know one man's trash, another man's treasure. You know.
Yeah.
So then the second game, which got a lot more interesting.
Just
considering that Mr. Ntamak is injured. He's out for the World Cup. He did his ACL, which he walked off the pitch. I was kind of strange to me. It wasn't that type of ACL where it's like,
It's maybe not torn off. Like, I remember I think in grade 9, I also injured my ACL, where it's like the ligaments, you just tore them off this.
It's a partial tear.
It's a partial tear, yeah. It's not totally off, but it is off enough so that your knee is
not stable.
Is wobbly and way too wobbly.
So, look, man, we all know Ireland.
Yeah, so don't bet anything on this, please. It's
we all
not
know
our
they're
fault.
a bunch of memers. We do. They don't make it out of quarterfinals. And to be completely honest, this is very tempting. It is very tempting right now to put Ireland through. But I think what we have to consider is that, number one, it's in France.
Yeah.
They're playing at home territory. These guys play each other a lot more than we play them.
Yeah, like last year, France won the Six Nations when Ireland played at France. And now this year, they played in Ireland and Ireland won the Six Nations. So I don't think this year's Six Nations is like a go to have on these two.
Look,
because
I
they only
don't-
play once a year against each other.
So look, I don't think. I think Jolly Bear is still a good player. I think he will do a job at 10. Obviously,
Yeah.
not
Yeah, yeah.
not in Samac.
Not
Intermac is by
Intermac,
far
yeah.
the best 10 in France.
Yeah.
One of the best teams in the world. So, look, if you look at it on paper, you would say Ireland go through.
Yeah.
But Ireland are not going through because they've never made it out of the quarterfinals. They have some man in South Africa here, one of those, he put a curse on them and they never get
Yeah,
out.
Sangoma
So
over here.
the
just
Sangoma
like,
put the curse on them. They never
like
get
Ireland's
out.
just not gonna make it, man.
He had something against Ireland and now they're never changing their ways, basically.
He's just gonna be every 4 years is meme, and I'm gonna love it.
He's laughing to this day, man. Every 4 years. Then Argentina, Australia. This is going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a walkaway game, but I think I have my winner here. To be completely honest.
To be completely honest, I think Eddie, if Eddie makes it to the quarters, he's gonna come out all cylinders. He's gonna get all the last 4 years that he's been freaking writing things down at England. He's gonna definitely use it now here with Australia, and he's definitely gonna try it. But I don't think it's gonna be enough.
I don't think, because Argentina have arguably, for me, unarguably the best winger in the world.
Boffelli.
He can be one of the best fullbacks in the world. He can be one of the best wingers in the world. He is the best goal kicker in the world. If you look at statistics, Boffelli is the best international goal kicker in the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have some great quality players. I mean, Julian Montoya. Their new fly-off looks really good as well. He's not new. I think he has like 30 caps, but he's the younger fly-off.
Yeah.
The Nicolas Sanchez successor.
Yeah, I think he's like 23 or 24.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Maybe even younger.
Then their back three looks really good.
With Kremer,
what's his name again? You just mentioned him. Pablo Matera, and then Juan Martin Gonzalez. The most Argentinian man
in the team.
But I like their team, man. I do like their team. I think they're world class. I think Michael Checa's definitely cooking something up, because we beat them in Argentina, but could see.
Checa was not livid as a normal Checa would be, because let's be fair, Checa is someone that goes batshit when something doesn't go as planned, and he didn't go batshit, so he knew.
I think he just told them, like, okay, boys, play wide.
Just
see what happens.
Just see what happens. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but we're not going to show them anything.
Because I think Argentina is at that level of team where they're not the top four, and they're also not as shit, I think, as like in England or Wales. They're like in this weird middle position where
in that grey area.
It's like their little own grey area, where I think they have to spare tactics.
Yeah.
If Argentina want to win, because I think that's the goal.
Yeah.
I think Argentina really want to get to gun and win this World Cup.
Yeah.
Which you have to spare your tactics then.
Yeah.
Especially in this pool as well. You can still hide in this pool, because you're playing England and Japan, and it's not a quality pool. It isn't. So you can still hide in this pool, and when you get to the playoffs, you can really unleash some crazy shit. So, Argentina
I've been wanting to write this now for a long time now.
Argentina are winning this game. Hands down. If they don't, I'll eat my shoe. I don't think we have to talk about why Australia won't win. I just don't think that's
We just don't think it's going to happen.
Then, we're leaving the best for last. New Zealand versus
South
Africa.
Now, you said we're not going to do our biased one here. Because if we want to do our biased one, we're just going to write RSA right over there. Like,
no, we're still.
Oh, are we still doing our biased one?
We're going to explain why.
Okay.
We're going to explain what's going to happen, what we think is going to happen, and then we're still just write down.
Let's
just write down the ISA. Just leave it like that first.
Yeah.
So, first of all...
Okay. Before he even says anything...
Okay. Go.
We know the logical choice is New Zealand. There's a 90% chance that New Zealand will win that quarterfinal. But you know what? We're high on hopium over here.
We don't care what you think.
So it's our picks. It's not we're not bookies or anything telling you to do this. This is for the memes.
It's just for some fun. So I can only see one reason why we won this game. Maybe two. The main reason is we'll walk into this game as massive underdogs.
Yeah.
Massive. And we all know what we do when we are underdogs is we win World Cups.
Yeah.
Because all the World Cups we've won were when we were ranked at our lowest.
Yeah.
And the World Cups where we fell out, we were quite
like
highly
second
ranked.
or something, yeah.
So, bit of foreshadowing, we are fourth in the world.
Maybe a bit high.
Yeah, that's sad.
And I think like in all the World Cups beforehand, like the team that has been placed fifth has made it to the final. And currently
I did see that on
and
Twitter,
currently Scotland are fifth. So
boys,
it's looking bad. It's looking very bad.
I think it's going to be at the expense of Ireland because ain't no way we're getting grouped.
Yeah, I don't even know, man.
I don't want us to get grouped because we're winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to come in as massive underdogs.
Yeah.
And then number two, and this is a maybe reason, is if they pick up injuries.
Yeah. Who New Zealand or us?
New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get that many injuries.
Because if, let's say one of Geordie Barrett, Bowden Barrett, Richie Mwanga, maybe Scott Barrett, even.
Yo, Scott Barrett, what a player! What a player!
I think he's on form the best forward in the world. If we're completely honest.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Sorry, Tig. That was maybe from last year and the year before that when I said you were the best forward in the world. He didn't believe me. He thought it was Etzebeth, and I was like, bro, you're just stupid if you say that.
And then I watched the URC final, and he converted me into a Tideburn. So Tideburn, I hope you see this somehow because we are both massive fans. And
podcast will get punts.
And we would like to drink a Guinness and eat a potato with you. That would be nice.
That's like Furlong. That's the potato guy, bruv. So
I think all of them like potatoes.
Yeah, that's just racist.
No, it's not.
Culturist.
I don't know. I don't know what it's a stereotype.
It's a stereotype.
That's what it is. It's a stereotype. So we're winning. I'm sorry. New Zealand are the better team.
And also something I think to keep in mind for this is whoever wins the game on Twickenham, I think is going to win that match.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that because if we beat New Zealand at Twickenham,
I think that's going to be also another morale boost that the team definitely needs. And I think
if we beat them not just with 2 or 3, I think if we beat them by like 8 points.
Remember the closest game of the furthest victories that we had in the last World Cup cycle against New Zealand was like the one last year at Mbombela.
I think it was 24-13.
Something like that.
Yeah,
and then New Zealand that beat us this year with 15 points. Just going to say this, New Zealand played the best 20 minutes of rugby of the whole world from the last World Cup cycle,
I think that might have been the best 20 minutes of rugby ever.
Like,
if we're completely honest.
Honestly. Like better than in 2015 All Blacks, everything just clicked. They were just
that was
immaculate.
I mean, Bowden Barrett as well. I think people forget.
And Mark Telea and Mark Telea
Mark Telea was class.
Sure. What a player.
Will Jordan was better than our entire team that game.
Yeah.
But look, they are the better team. They have the better players. They have the better tactics. I think at the moment they have a clear idea of what they want to do. But this is our predictions.
And we're on opium.
We are on opium. We are biased. That means we are going to the semi-finals. I'm sorry, New Zealand. Go get lost.
Yeah, like any New Zealanders, you can put New Zealand through as winning, and we'll definitely say you are smart by doing that.
We are not smart.
We are not smart.
We like to get our hearts broken.
Yeah, it's the hope that kills you.
Exactly.
So we are on opium here now.
Let's go to the Wales-France game. I think this. I don't think Wales
I think it's just clear that France are gonna win that one.
I don't think we have to talk a lot.
Yeah.
I think just write France.
Yeah, I don't even think we have to. Like, maybe Gatlin pulls something out of his anus. I don't know.
I mean, maybe Warren Ball wins them, but I doubt it. I think this is another. I think this is even like a 95%, 5% type of game.
It's definitely a bigger chance than that one over there.
Even without Ntamak. If the Pont stays fit, they are definitely winning that game. I don't see...
If the Pont and Peno and Aldred and Dante... Damn, they have so many good players, man. Like,
it's actually scary how...
Yeah, like you think like, okay, if the Pont gets injured, then oh no, then the world's gonna end. But it's just so many players that carry each other there.
I mean, for me, I've always thought of France as a team. Maybe if you put a Andy Farrell or a more tactically minded coach.
Oh, it'll be over. It'll be over.
Because for me, Fabien Galtier is like the hype man.
He's also he's doing a Dobbo. He's doing a Dobbo over there.
Yeah, Dobbo is bold daddy.
Yeah, John Dobson from the Stormers. So
anyway, I mean, I think he's just the hype man. He's just in the dressing room like, just run the ball. You know, I don't think he's doing.
He's just in the game every time. Like, worry, let Dupont cook.
Give to Dupont and then Ntamak and then cook. That's it.
Let them cook. That is the game plan. I cannot think that there's anything else that they do.
So I think we're done talking about that because that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Then
this game, if we make it that far, this game stresses me out even more because of Cheka, how he handled the loss against us. Because it really seemed like he was hiding something. So hopefully it's just us that are a bit paranoid, but it seems like
we are not paranoid.
Yeah.
Because when you think of SR Argentina,
yeah,
you think we beat Argentina, and that's exactly the problem.
Yeah.
Because I think this game is deceivingly easy, and it can
really
easily go either way. But since we are biased, right?
Yeah,
right to say.
Yeah, like we are biased, but
I still think even without Pollard, we're still a better team than Argentina.
I mean, we did prove it when we beat them in Argentina.
Exactly.
But as I said, it seemed like
Checo was hiding something.
And
I think we need to take the win with a grain of salt.
Yeah, and we don't want to pull a England in 2019 where everyone already gave England the win before we played them in the final. Like, if you just have that mentality of, oh, it's an easy game, you're just going to walk through it. It is a final game.
We're hoping
anything can happen.
We're hoping this will happen.
First, that happens. Hopefully.
So, we then come to the grand final. Okay, just write the winner quickly. Since we biased,
already said it over here. Don't take this serious. If you really want to win it, just pick 50-50 between New Zealand, France or Ireland. Okay, then it's not 50-50.
No, it's not 50-50. Then you basically
but it's 30,
you put New Zealand and
33.
France in the final, and then you just,
Yeah.
So the reasons why we are winning this game. Number one, France have lost 3 World Cup finals, and we have won 3 World Cup finals. Which is kind of insane because we have won every World Cup final we've played.
Yeah.
And you can't take that away from us. We have that dog. When we
just pull through when we really need to.
I mean, when we get to a World Cup final, we usually grind it out, except 32-12. Except that game, because that was just too easy.
It really wasn't that easy, man. It was like a close game until it was like 18-12. Then
in the 50 something minute, Mapimpi scored, I think, and then it was just over.
And then it was just done. Yeah.
It's just a joke. It wasn't an easy game.
Yeah.
Even though 30-12